Alright, times is rough, so back with another homeless tip video. I know a lot of people in the US and around the world are suffering, so let's get straight into the video. Now, if you're a senior citizen, and that's usually around 55, 56 years old and up, you can go ahead and apply at senior citizen centers. It's $20 a year for certain areas, but other areas might be more or less depending where you live, especially in the US. But this center basically have a lounge where you can sit down with other senior citizens and enjoy yourself. It has free showers, it have low-cost breakfast. But if you are going to eat the breakfast there, you got to call them in advance 24 hours, let them know that you're coming and what type of food that you want. Some have gyms, some have libraries, and they'll help you with anything that you need. Usually it's documents or whatever it is. If you're a senior citizen, usually they'll have the younger people there to help you. And usually if it's just cold wherever you're at, you can go ahead and hang out over there. Like I said, for certain areas it's $20 a month, but it could be different pricing wherever you're at. So that's just another option for you if you are a senior citizen, because I know a lot of older people watch my channel. I look at my analytics, and it's not just the young people who are watching. I have some 65-year-olds watching, some 70-year-olds, etc., etc. And shout out to you, Joe, because I've been seeing you leave comments with a lot of tips. So shout out to Joe for this recommendation. Now, another tip that I have for you guys if you're homeless is fast food coupons. Now, I know I say you shouldn't be eating fast food like that, but here and there, you're going to want to, go get Popeye, go get McDonald's or whatever. A lot of apps, usually the Popeye app, McDonald's app, Wendy's app, etc., they usually have online coupons and you have to claim within 15 minutes. So for example, if you're going to Popeye, you go on Popeye.com and you go at the coupons. Instead of getting the meal for $15, if you get that coupon, it'll be $11 and you'll basically save $4 right there. Now you can download the apps and you get points for certain of these fast food restaurants, but you don't have to download the app on your phone, because I know if you download the app, it'll take up more storage on your phone and you want as much storage on your phone as possible. So sometimes you could just go on their website, get a free coupon, but you have to redeem that coupon within 15 minutes or so. So be very careful before you go get fast food. Make sure that you're already there and then you say, hey, I got an online coupon, and they'll go ahead and give you the discounted price on food. Now, speaking of food, another store you can shop at if you're on low budget is a Dollar Tree. Now, I know Dollar Tree have Dollar Tree Plus, which a lot of items are $3, $5, but they still have their $1.25 for any type of item if you go in that section. So for example, you get a pack of crackers for $1.25, you get cheeses for $1.25, you get bread for $1.25. They even have donuts. Where I live in Florida, they have literally, it's 9 donuts for $1.25. That's a good deal. Now, I'm not saying you should be eating donuts every single day, but 9 donuts for $1.25 is an amazing deal. Not every single Dollar Tree has all of these prices, but what I'm trying to say is go to that section that is $1.25, and they'll usually label it. It's a little green label. I'll go ahead and put a picture up, and there's some pretty good deals there. Like, I see people went and they're getting all type of stuff: ketchup, barbecue sauce, canned stuff. It's a lot of stuff at the Dollar Tree, not Dollar General, not Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. So that's another good tip for any of you who are looking to shop on low budget. Now, another thing, if you use Facebook, I know Facebook is old. A lot of people don't use Facebook anymore, but if you do use Facebook, you can join Facebook groups, a lot of homeless groups. And usually when I mean homeless group is in your area. So for example, if you go on Facebook, you search up groups. Let's say you're in Colorado, you could search up homeless Colorado, and let's say you're in Denver, then you search up Denver, and it'll pop up a bunch of groups that'll give you tips or organizations that's going to come and help you. Let's say you're in Florida and you're in Miami. If you go on Facebook, you type in homeless Florida group, and then you put Miami, a bunch of organizations and a bunch of help that will actually be there on Facebook. And I know you have different apps. You have X, you have Reddit, you have Instagram, but with Facebook, the groups are a little bit more organized the way I see it. That's why I was asking you guys on my poll before if you still use Facebook, because if you have that downloaded, you can join groups and always get different help. But do not trust everyone on Facebook. A lot of people are scammers, a lot of people are weirdos, and you just don't want to be around that type of bad energy. So make sure that you scout out these groups properly and make sure that you know that they are professional. They're not just some type of random trying to get to you. Now, another tip, I didn't really think about it, but it's actually a good tip, especially if you want to keep your documents safe, or if you have a phone or something. It's one of those fanny packs that go under your shirt, so it's near your belly button, you know what I mean? It's under there, near your crotch area. And the reason why I'm saying you need to get that is because when you go to sleep, most people are not going to look there if they are trying to steal from you. Most people, when they steal from you, they're going to go through your pockets. If you're wearing cargo pants, they're going to go through your under pockets. And if you're sleeping on your stomach, they're going to go through your back pockets. So go ahead and get a fanny pack, a little small one, so it's not really that noticeable, and put it right there and put your shirt over it. So when you put your shirt over it, it's just going to look like you're a little bit more fat, but you're really not fat. It's just that you have all your important stuff, all your important documents, or your phone or your charger or whatever it is inside of that fanny pack that is really not noticeable. Now, another tip for all my people on bicycles, you usually have your pack, you usually have your bicycle, and you're just riding around. When people ask you questions like, hey, are you homeless? Hey, they're trying to just guess to see what you're doing in the area. A lot of people do that because they want to see if you're really homeless or not, because that's how they're going to treat you. So when you're passing by certain areas, especially rich, snotty areas, areas that don't like homeless people, just say, hey, I'm passing through, I'm traveling. and they ask you a story, hey, I'm coming from Delaware, hey, I'm coming from Montana, you know, something like that. Just say that you're traveling within the country, because what I notice with a lot of people who do not like homeless people, they will treat you in the most disrespectful way if they find out you're just loitering around in the area or you're around the area and you shouldn't be there. A lot of them actually have this mentality. Yeah, I guess you can call it lying, but just say you're passing through, or just say you're traveling around the U.S. if they ask those type of questions. Now, here's another thing about electronics. I know I talk about having a power bank for your phone so you can charge your phone without having an outlet or anything. Turn down your brightness on your phone. There's a lot of people that I see walk around and their brightness on their phone is like all the way up, or it's literally like 75% up. You do not need to have your brightness all the way up on your phone. Whenever you're not using your phone, go ahead and turn down the brightness and make sure that you close out the apps on your phone. When you leave those apps open, the background apps on your phone, it go ahead and kills your battery. And when you have your brightness all the way up, or even 75% up, it kills your battery. So please take your apps off your phone. Don't have a bunch of apps on your phone open, and do not have your brightness all the way up. You only turn up your brightness when you're going to use your phone. But some people, even the young people, even old people, middle age, whatever, a lot of them leave their brightness on their phone all the way up, and it just kills your battery instantly. So if you want to use your phone for 8 hours out of the day, turn down the brightness and close out those apps. Now, here's a hygiene tip for a lot of you out there. Baking soda and salt can actually be used to take a shower, or as deodorant, or to even brush your teeth. I know it sounds weird, but maybe you don't have deodorant, or maybe you don't have toothpaste or whatever, or maybe you don't have soap. But baking soda and salt can actually help that. Also with washing clothes too. Maybe you don't have the money to get the laundry stuff. You know, baking soda will help that. Now, I know some of you are like, no, I'm not going to use baking soda and salt. You're crazy. I understand, but that's just another alternative. Go ahead and look into it. Baking soda and look into salt. Another tip, I know I talk about using the library, but you can actually go to the library and you can ask for help, so you can go ahead and print out your resume. And when you print out your resume, you want to print out as much as you can, but usually you want to have around 20. And when you have these resumes, you want to go to local businesses, not these big corporations, local businesses if you're unemployed, and you want to hand it out like back in the day. You remember back in the day, like 2008, 2009, before the computers was even a big thing, you would go in the shop and you hand out your resume, you know, like help wanted on the sign, a big red and white sign. I'll go ahead and throw a picture up for a lot of you that don't know what I'm talking about. But you want to hand out your resume to a lot of these local businesses with your phone number and everything, all your info, so they can get back in contact with you. And that would teach a lot of the small business owners, like, hey, you know, this person's actually really want a job, so they might go ahead and call you back for an interview, etc., etc. But remember, it's not going to work for big businesses, because big businesses, they want you everything to apply online. Now, this only works for certain states, but another tip is you can go ahead and collect cans, water bottles, etc. for 5 cents or 10 cents in certain states, and they'll give you money back. So basically, you collect a bunch of cans, you go to this recycling thing, you'll put it inside the machine, or you usually go to a person, you can go either or, and they'll give you back whatever it is. Some bottles won't be good if the bottle is crushed or the bottle is broken. It's not the best, but I actually know a group. This is legit. I know a group in New York City. It's a bunch of mothers. They usually wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. They'll go out, collect a bunch of cans, because people in New York is a touristic city, and a lot of people are just dirty in New York. Sorry, New Yorkers, if you're watching this video. And they'll just go ahead and just throw their whatever they're drinking on the floor, or they'll just throw it in the back alley or something and not care. So those ladies that will go pick up those cans, they'll go recycle it and go make money. Now, here's another tip for a lot of people that are homeless inside vehicles: where to sleep. A lot of people, believe it or not, they sleep inside the woods. A lot of them sleep inside apartment complexes, like on the side of the street, which you shouldn't do, but a lot of people are going to do it anyway. A lot of people are sleeping at construction sites, and I've seen this one person say they put a construction hat and a fake clipboard with a piece of paper and a pen, so it looked like wherever they were sleeping was like a construction van. I guess that only work if you're inside of a van, but it looks like they were on the job site. I heard people say they sleep inside hospitals all the way in the back, where it's like not even near the hospital, like far in the back. I heard that people sleep at churches. Sometime if you talk to a certain church member or a church, they'll let you sleep inside their parking lot. During the day, you can sleep at public parks, but you got to make sure you get out of there by 6 o'clock, because a lot of parks usually close down around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. So that means you're going to sleep during the day. But I actually heard this other app that they use. It's called iOverlander. The iOverlander app basically has like a lot of free overnight parking spots. So if you're really tired and you say, you know what, I need to go ahead and find a spot, I guess you go ahead and download that app. You use that app and you see what type of free spots that you can sleep overnight if you're really tired. But all those other spots that I just said, if you're a big enough town, go ahead and try to pick out one of those spots. But you can usually download apps like that Or let's say you don't want to go to any of those spots, and maybe you have a close friend, you know, a friend that you've been friends with for 5-10 years. You can ask them, hey, can I go ahead and chill in your parking lot tonight? You know, just go to their house or their apartment and see if they got an extra spot where you can go ahead and park your vehicle and have a good night's sleep. But one of my biggest tips I want to say about this video is about your attitude. If you're in a homeless situation, a houseless situation, and you're feeling down about yourself, if you always consistently feel negative, you always feel mad, angry, you're upset, your situation will be much more miserable and much more tougher. So if you don't want to be in a miserable situation, you got to have a positive attitude about it. You're going to say, you know what, I'm in this situation right now, but I will be out of it in the next month or the next 3 months or the next year or even the next 2 years. You know, everyone got different paces in life. It's not a pace to this. Now, I'm not saying you want to be in it forever, but you got to look at it in a positive light, because when you look at it that way, you will have a less of a headache. Your face expression, some people face expression, they walk around, they look angry all day. If they turn that frown upside down, and yes, I know it sounds corny, but if you actually start smiling and just like, you know what, I'm not going to let life keep me down, it will be so much better for you mentally. So keep your mental health up there, people. And I want to say one more thing before I go ahead and end this video. I appreciate all the love and support that y'all been giving me. Y'all been sharing my video, y'all been commenting. A lot of people been giving tips in the comments. Continue to do that. I appreciate every single one of you. God bless every single one of you who are sharing my videos and commenting, because you guys don't understand. When I wake up to comments, I feel very appreciative about the comments, because it's like, wow, someone's actually listening. Before, it just felt like nobody cared, but I see that it's a community out here, and a lot of you care about each other, and that's very lovely to wake up to and see all those comments that people are coming together as one in this safe community, because that's how I'm trying to make this channel a safe community for everybody, whether you're homeless or not. If you're human, if you're breathing, if you're watching this video, I appreciate you because you're part of this safe community. So once again, I want to say thank you so much. Continue to help each other in the comment section. Continue to share this video. Remember, if you're in this bad situation right now, it will get better. Trust me, there's a lot of people leaving their testimonies in these comment section how they used to be formerly homeless and they're no longer homeless. So if they can get out of it, I know for a fact that you can get out of it. Keep your head up. Make sure that you keep on praying. Make sure that you remain a kind person to society. Make sure you stay humble. Make sure you stay positive. Please make sure you stay safe out there, and peace out.